Not slow, not slow. And we're getting going into different clothes. Not slow, we're riding low. We're getting going into different clothes. I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid.
Testicles, 1, 2, testicles. What happened?
Your mom, that's what happened. Welcome back. This is Paradise Radio. I am the best co-host, Big Tank. And as you guys heard, I got my PIC, my partner in crime, on the other side. Trebles, Garcia. Salute, brother.
Salute. Welcome back to Paradise Radio Podcast. As you already fucking heard, we got Tank in the fucking 1s and 2s dropping bombs as the best co-host on the fucking planet. And you got me, Trebles Garcia, your humble fucking host. Everybody, welcome back to the fucking show. Thank you so much for tuning back in. We have been having a blast with these fucking new recent episodes that we've been dropping Evil Santa, Thanksgiving, Lion King, and all these other fucking episodes, all the way back to Atlantis. Every single episode we've been dropping, the past, I want to say 8, have been fucking knocking down bombs and walls of fucking hatred and fucking corruption. Now, Big Tank, today we have an amazing episode with a very special guest, and this episode, people, is I want to say pre-recorded. And even at that, we had some technical difficulties with Big Tank's freaking mic, and he fell off the conversation when we got into the main topic. However, he was always in the 1s and 2s and make sure that the entire fucking episode had really good fucking quality. And for that, Big Tank, we're forever thankful. Yeah, that's right. And for everybody that does not know what Paranormal Radio is all about, this is the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. You, the probers, the probe nation. That's what we call our fucking listeners. That is right. Now, Big Tank, please turn on the randomizing machine and tell me the listener of the week.
Randomizing machine, do your thing.
Listen to that baby purr. Big Tank, who do we have?
Mirelli Monte on Instagram. Salute. This episode goes out to you. Massive shout out.
Massive shout out. Thank you so much for joining the Probe Nation, for tagging us in post, liking our stuff, and being, a loyal fucking listener. Thank you so much. This episode goes out to you. Now, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Paranoid Radio. Big Tank, what is happening?
What up, my people? This is your boy Big Tank, and you guys already know the deal. This is the best segment. What is happening? I'm gonna give you guys 2 stories, and I want you guys' 2 cents plus my 2 cents, and we're depositing that bitch into the bank of knowledge.
Ooh, the bank of knowledge.
My people, today I got 1 story for you guys, but it's quite a doozy, and it actually ties in a lot to what we're gonna be talking about. So, in a small city in the state of Chihuahua, down in Mexico, there is stories of small humanoid-like people. They call them duendes, which is a form of elves. Okay. So I've actually talked about it before, and it's actually pretty common to hear about it down there, where basically they take little kids and they take them to play. And we could be talking about a 4-door closed place where 4 walls, nobody could get in and out, and people have gone missing, and they find them in the local stream. Sometimes they even find them naked. Whoa. And a lot of people have testified to this, my people. So this is something that's actually really common down there. So if you are from...
Have they been able to find the kids or anything? Any traces?
No, they do find them, and all they say is that they were having a good time.
Wow.
They don't remember why. They don't remember how they left or anything. But they come back with a smiling face, saying they were having a good time, that they were playing.
Wow. Okay.
That's
so
definitely...
It's not malevolent. Yeah.
No. It's definitely not an abduction. There hasn't been no cases where I guess they try to eat them or anything like that. But it's definitely something that we just don't hear about it right here. Could it be because we're more civilized, quote unquote? Maybe it's a little bit more rural areas where, if we're being honest, once you go out into nature, if you go into more unpopularized areas, there is still a lot of stuff, mystical creatures, black magic, whatever you want to call it, stuff that still people do believe in. Believe
A
it or
lot of
not.
mystery. Yeah,
I remember going young, to Mexico, seeing the cornfield tall. It reminded me of Jeepers Creepers, and there are horror stories down there. So I 100% do believe that in certain parts of the world, it is still very much active.
Whoa, definitely. Woo.
My people, this is what is happening. I brought you guys one story, so just give me those 2 cents plus my 2 cents. And people, I will catch you guys next time with 2. I promise. Till the next time, people. But let's be honest. This is the Beck Sesame, right?
Yeah.
Now on to the regular scheduled programming.
Please, everybody, enjoy the next fucking couple of the conversation with our special guest. Enjoy it. It comes from the heart as always. See you guys next time. That is right. Big Tank, thank you so much for those 2 amazing stories. As usual, was fucking rocking the boat and doing a fucking amazing job. Now, please allow me to set the fucking mood and jump from the deep end of the pool. Because today we have a very fucking special episode. Check this out. Right before we introduce the person that we're going to bring in, I'm going to introduce the topic. People, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about creatures from your imagination and sometimes from your fucking nightmares. Some call them Santa's little helpers and some call them brownies. Today we're going to be discussing elves. And to do so, we're also bringing in a music producer, artist, songwriter, and all-around free thinker. In fact, he's the sole creator of the theme song of this very podcast. And for that, we're forever thankful. Please give a warm welcome to one of Paranoid Radio's biggest contributors, ToneBully. Bam. Welcome, my boy.
What's up?
What's up, dude? What's up?
What's going on?
Before anything, dude, I want to thank you so much for fucking joining me today. And Big Tank.
No, thank you for having me on the show, bro.
Thank you, man. Real shit. I'm humbled of because you're here, and I want to also make sure that people know that you're not only an artist and a producer, but you're also a real close friend to me. I've known you for about 15 fucking years.
It's been 15 years already, huh? 15 years.
Real, my boy. Yeah, that's right. So, Tone, before we jump into any fucking other conversation, I want you to please, for the people that don't know you, share a little bit about yourself. Who are you, and what is it that you do?
Okay. So I go by ToneBully. I'm a producer coming from the West Coast, stay out here in the LA area. Basically, I produce music. I'm an artist myself. I write music. I rap. I got videos. I got songs. Come check me out on SoundCloud or YouTube, anywhere. ToneBully.
That's right. That's right. Definitely an underrated rapper, a music producer, and again, a very fucking close friend. So I'm very thankful that you're here again. Now, Big Tank and ToneBully. Right before we jump into any of the conversation about elves and fucking mystic creatures, I like to give the listeners a little bit of historical value on what these creatures really represent. So please allow me to set the mood. All right, check this out. Elves, influenced by Celtic names, language, and Germanic folklore, recognized around the world for breeding and feasting and dwelling in the corners of the planet, in your imagination, and sometimes inside your house walls. Elves have captured hearts and have been depicted in modern era stories like in motion pictures, novel books, and even Christian holidays such as Christmas. That's right. Scriptures, myth, and legend state that these creatures had many shapes and sizes. Moreover, they were gorgeous and beautiful and had magical powers, and said that they were virtually immortal. That is right. This is just a little fucking the tip of the iceberg when it comes to elves. Not to mention the fucking names. Some people call them elves, brownies, leprechauns, duendes for our Mexican friends down south, and much more. In fact, dude. Or pitufos. Straight up. Check this out, dude. It's fucking funny because we have a little historical value for this fucking episode, but we're also going to be bringing something that you connect with. Paranormal activities. Paranoid Radio is not just about conspiracies and talking shit about the fucking government. Now, ToneBully, help me out, dog.
What's up?
What's up? I know you've been doing some fucking light research on fairies and fucking elves, more strictly on elves, if anything. Well, do you have any experiences? What can you tell me? How do they manifest? And if how do you relate to them? Have you had an experience?
Oh, well, they're pretty crazy, man. They're pretty magical. Like basically how fast they can move, dude. Like you can barely.
It's kind of like like fucking Bigfoot. For like it says they a lot of people say that like fairies and all these fucking animals they do exist like the fucking like the snowman and shit like chupacabras, right?
Yeah,
But like people say
yeah,
like they live like in a fucking 4D dimension or in a different spectrum in a different light that we can't fucking comprehend or even see with our own naked eye. Like we need
oh, for
goggles
real?
or something to be able to see them. You get me?
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
because
yeah.
like I have an experience where I saw a duende myself, and I've never fucking spoken to anybody about this. I've said
No
it to a couple of
way.
friends. Yes, dude. You remember where I lived in the little city of Amani, and I used to live
Oh
with my
yeah, yeah,
parents back
yeah.
then. So I've had a fucking encounter with one of these things, and I'm going to share it on this episode. But you said you had some friends, you had family members that have experiences. Talk a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay, okay. All right. So basically, there was this uncle that I have, right? That
Mhm.
he this wasn't they're basically everywhere though. It's not just like Mexico. You usually hear that it's in Mexico and shit like that. Did you have one experience right here in El Monte?
I had one here in Almani, here in California. And I also was when I was doing research, I found out that there's different types of like pitufos and duendes around the world. For example, like in Europe, they're tall, they're fucking gorgeous and handsome. Like people like see them kind of
What?
like Lord of the Rings, like the elves in
That's
Lord of the Rings.
crazy.
But then, like, if you go to Africa, there's little brown ones, little wrinkled browns, like brown ones with fucking like with hair and little like feathers coming out and like tiny little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like, yeah, they look different. Like I guess pertaining to like the ecosystem, they're kind of like animals. They
Mhm.
evolve with whatever they look like, whatever the land surrounds them. So if you see one in Mexico, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's gonna look like something what that nature put there. You get me?
yeah. No,
Yeah.
well, check this out. Check this out. So,
Mm-hmm.
so my uncle, he stayed in Colorado, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and he was staying in a house with roommates,
Uh-huh.
and it's a normal life and shit. They're all and fucking one day he notices that he has like shit missing, and he's like,
Uh-huh.
"Yo, what the fuck? Like, who's taking my shit?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes in, he confronts like his other roommates,
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yo, what's going on? Like, I have
What was he
stuff
missing? Like
missing from
socks, keys, or what was he missing?
like money, different stuff, you know."
Yeah.
And he went to go ask, like, confront his roommates. He's like,
Mhm.
"Yo, what's going on? This and that." And his roommate was like, "It's probably a duende." And he's like, he didn't know what the fuck a duende was. He was like, "What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?" Like,
Mhm.
and he told him what it was. Like, "Oh, it's a little creature, this and that." He was like, he didn't believe him.
Mhm.
He was like, "You're full of shit. Like, what the fuck?" Like, he just looked at him like, "You're fucking stupid."
Yeah.
He didn't believe
Yeah.
it. He's like, "For
Mhm.
real? Where's my shit at?" Like,
Mhm.
so he told him, "Bro, like, I'm serious. Like, there's this guy that I know that knows about duendes, and he knows what's up about him.
Uh-huh.
He's like, if you want, I could like hit him up, and we could like go talk to him, meet up and stuff."
Catch his little fool in the
Yeah, yeah,
move.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So he said yeah.
Mhm.
He ended up meeting up when they ended up meeting up when he told them to go to his house. So
Mhm.
they both go to his house, man. And he kind of went over like what they are like to the
Yeah.
guy, I guess, to my uncle and the other
He
guy.
that he came and educated him, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And so basically he told them like that they were gonna be praying for them because they could be summited by with prayers, bro. And
Oh,
so
okay.
basically,
See, okay. Now we're getting to the deep shit. All right, all right, all right.
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. So basically, I found out that they could get like summited by prayers, and you could offer them stuff. So this is what happened. They the guy told them, "Okay, you want to see them, but you're gonna have to offer something like money, like offer some money or like a
Mhm.
bottle of alcohol, right? Like a bottle of alcohol."
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So they do that. They do that. They put it in like in a location, and they start praying. They start like holding hands, and then after that he turns off the lights and he tells them, "Okay, at this when I signal you guys are
Uh-huh.
gonna open your eyes, but you guys gotta open them when I say. If you guys
Mhm.
don't open them, you guys will miss it." So eventually they stop praying, right?
Uh-huh.
And they open their
They were
eyes.
like, I'm
And
assuming they were like chanting. They were doing like special prayers or actually trying to talk to
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah,
man,
I don't know.
okay,
I don't know what type of prayer, what it
yeah.
was, but so basically they open their eyes, and
Uh-huh.
within that moment, that you just see like a scatter of like three like super fucking sonic, fucking fast moving little midgets, like fucking different locations. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And then the bottle and the money is gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? When I heard that shit, I was like, dig, like what the fuck?
Dog.
That's
Okay.
that's insane, bro.
You know what? It's funny. Okay, so within the research, guys, this goes out to all the listeners. ToneBully just explained how you can manifest these little creatures to come out, and I believe it 110 fucking percent. Now, there's also a way to fucking insult them. I was reading online that if you like, sometimes they wear like pieces of clothing. They'll jack your socks to get like pieces of clothing because they like the way it smells or feels. They don't like cotton. They I don't know what it is. If you like, let's say you try to offer them clothes and you put like a little like a rag or something to offer that to them, they get offended and they might leave your house or haunt the house. They'll start fucking playing
What?
tricks on you, like paranormal activity shit on you. They'll start throwing like things around the house, and people confuse it to be like some satanic shit or a fucking spirit. When in reality, it's probably just a little duende pissed off at you because you didn't give cookies to him or something. A lot of these
Yeah,
fucking cultures.
I don't think it's a spirit. I wouldn't think it's a spirit.
You know what I'm saying? A lot
Yeah.
of cultures, even like the idea of Santa Claus coming down the chimney and you leaving them a fucking a cup of milk with cookies, even that, it comes from that idea of offering, because Santa Claus is also an elf. He's a big elf from the north, in case people don't know. That's another little fucking, Christmas nugget I threw in there. So check this out. There's also elves that, for example, my experience allowed me to share that with you, dude. I was in my room. I was not on high. You have to understand, people that don't know me, and I couldn't introduce myself well on this fucking podcast. I did my share of drugs when I was younger, and I was always been woke. I remember having conversation with ToneBully about fucking the chemtrails in front of my house while we were smoking weed. It was an awakening moment for me when I was younger. But I did experiment with some few drugs. That's not the case. The point is this: when I got into my room, I was sober as fuck. It was the middle of the week. I came out of work. I was tired. I threw my boots off. I threw myself on the bed. My brother was not at home. He was actually living in Texas during those years. What happened was my brother left a pile of dirty clothes on his side of the room, on his bed. And I threw myself back, and there was two windows, and one of that you could see the moonlight shining through the window. I threw myself back. I was on my phone, and then I threw my phone down. I was about to go to sleep, and I'm staring at the window, just thinking. I was thinking either to watch porn or just go to sleep because I straight up. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm thinking between having these two things. So I'm looking out the window, dog. I see a tiny little head. Now, for you guys to understand this, he was about 2 inches tall, maybe a little shorter, but his head was bigger than his body. He was a huge, his head was so fucking big, it was double the size of his body. No, he was just big-headed. He was dark-skinned, big-headed, and really fucking small, like maybe 2 inches tall, maybe smaller. And then I seen him, he pops his head out behind the clothes, right? He pops his head out, and then he goes down, and then I hear him walking behind the TV on top of the fucking the drawers. I had the TV on the drawers where I had all my fucking weed stash and everything. He jumps behind the fucking TV, he makes noise, and with his little tiny fucking hand opens my door, because I left my door a little cracked open. He opens the door, dude. He peeks his head out, looks at me, and then dashes out the door in a split second.
What
Supersonic
the fuck? Are you serious?
No, that's not where it ends. Check this out. The moment he walked out, my dad opens the fucking door from his bedroom. It was like a split. Dude, the second he walks out, like, think about it like this. Boom, he walks out. My dad opens the door and goes to the restroom. I was like, that was not a coincidence. No, fuck you. No such thing. Dude, you know what?
Didn't
I
he
was
see
so
it?
much. Dog, no, my dad didn't see it, but check this out. I was so much in
Too
shock.
fast.
Too fast. Yeah. I was in shock, dog. And I was holding my covers, and I was like, what the fuck? And I couldn't, dog. My heart was racing. Next morning, I go and I tell my mom,
Yeah.
check this out, Mom, I just seen a duende. And she started laughing. And then she goes, sí, mijo, viven atrás. People that don't know Spanish. She said, yes, my son, they live in the back. And I was like, no. You don't understand.
What?
I Rio Duende. I really saw an elf. And she's like, yes, I'm telling you, I know, I've seen them too. He goes, they're okay. Just don't mind it. If he lets you see him, it's because he likes you. I was shocked. Still to this day, Tone, look, look on Mama's. I swear I saw that little dude. I seen him.
Dude, Dude, that's fucking insane. I was telling my girl about that. I was telling her that you would tell me stories. I remember going to your house and you used to be like, "Yo, no, you used to tell me like, hey, I can't find something. I can't find this or that." And then fucking you used to be like, "I know it's those duendes. I know it's those fucking duendes."
I
I'm like,
know.
dude, what the? But you know what else I heard though, Trebles?
Hmm.
Check this out.
Yeah.
I also heard that you could catch them lacking. You could catch them lacking. Like the only times you could see them is if you pray for them, or
Mhm.
if they're lacking. This is how you catch them lacking. Supposedly that if you witness a duende, it's because he's either drunk. He's drunk, bro. Like they're drunk and they don't know how to like. They forget that they need to be like
Hidden.
invisible. You know, like
Uh-huh.
like so yeah, hidden. So there's been stories where like they do get drunk, and I don't know, man. I think they're into like alcohol or some stuff, bro. You know, it's
What?
crazy,
Hey, not that's how you know they're Mexican duendes.
dude. Oh no, and not just that. The
Uh,
majority of them have like little mariachi hats, bro.
you know they do have apparel. They have a fucking stylish look. I'm not even gonna lie. And this comes from
Yeah,
beyond. It's not just Mexican duendes. There's also elves and leprechauns. Leprechauns. And I'm
yeah,
gonna give
yeah,
you
yeah.
a brief history about leprechauns. Leprechauns are from Ireland, and a lot of these people, a lot of not these people, a lot of these creatures have been witnessed and seen and have been passed around through verbal like stories throughout the ages because since like
Mm,
the 8th century because of
yeah.
their names and shit, because of the things that they do. Some of them live in the trees, some of them bring good luck, like the luck of the Irish, and they have many different histories. And I want to say in France and in Italy, there's also different types of they call them brownies. Actually, I think in England they call them brownies. In Great Britain,
Yeah.
and they have like long noses. They're brown, they're wrinkled, and they live on almost forever. They're virtually fucking immortal, like I said earlier. So yeah, dude, it's these stories that we're telling you guys right now. It's not just for you guys to like laugh. Yeah, they're fucking funny stories, but you have to understand. I'm telling you this out of a first account. My mom also used to tell me that she used to see them in her backyard back in Mexico when in a little pond. They used to fucking swing off the trees to jump on the water. They were great swimmers. That's what my mom told me when she was a little girl. She would throw change to them as an offering because they like shiny things. Also, there's also stories in Europe that fucking people see them that they haunt their houses because they don't know how to treat them, or they don't know how to give them offerings, and then sometimes they're jealous that they're using the house. They're pissed off that they're putting for like furniture in different areas of the house that they don't like, or they destroy their own little bedrooms because they have bedrooms in the walls and shit. So a lot of these things. People maybe misconstrue them because they're demonic entities and spirits, which I also believe in. It could definitely happen. But
Yeah.
these creatures, the myth, there's a legend behind the myth, and there has to be some type of truth to become a legend. This is not just a story with somebody's bright imagination. Everything comes from somewhere, and definitely I do believe that they can be manifested, and still to this day they roam the earth. Definitely, dude.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think they're everywhere, bro. To be honest.
Do you think that these creatures live amongst us and hide in little creases of the houses, or do you think they actually could step into a different realm that we cannot see or comprehend? Like, what's your belief on that? Where do they
I
live?
I do think that I believe that they have like they could they probably have houses everywhere, bro. Under the ground, through the walls in the forest. I don't know, bro. To be honest, it could be attics, maybe the
Mhm, mhm.
forest. Who knows? But I
You
know
know,
they do have little houses, probably even little mini houses. I could have
yeah.
sworn I seen some guy on TikTok saying like these duendes have like little mini houses, and he's like recording these little houses. I'm like, who put those houses there, bro? Did they build them or what?
Hey, it's funny. It's funny the length people do like go to build something and make it look real, and even like when other
Yeah,
people find it, it's like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you do that?
yeah,
Or
dude.
like,
Like,
who
who
would
put
do
that
that?
here? Yeah,
you know, some stories say that they managed to even breed with humans, like in Europe. And that
oh yeah,
yeah, and because I mean their elves are not their human size, they're even like they look just like us, they just have long ears and they're extremely beautiful. And
yeah,
some of them think a lot of people think also, like, their stories, European stories, that they managed to go to war with humans, and this is obviously speculation and hypothetical. They went
yeah.
to war with humans for control over this realm. So they are
Oh,
not, basically, for example, now we're talking about some celestial shit, some higher power shit. Let's say
yeah,
God created God, let's say God, right? He's stronger than us. He created us, right? But he also
yeah,
created these other creatures in their realm and in their kingdom. And when we
Yeah.
merged, when we went to war with them, and allegedly we won, and they got banned. They got banned from coming into our realm, the 3D space that we
Mhm.
live in. They live in a fourth space, like in a fourth dimension, or a fifth, or a sixth dimension, kind of like aliens. You know, alien technology. Let's say aliens
Yeah.
exist and they come down. Alien technology is like we can't comprehend it because they're so advanced, or because they live in a fucking different dimension. To them, 2 + 2 isn't 4. To them, math is numbers don't exist, or time itself is irrelevant. You get what I'm saying, right? So
Yeah.
they live differently
Yeah.
in a different way. They look at time and they look at the reality like a
Kind
piece of wood, different.
like
Yeah, man.
teleportation type shit, huh? Like some
Yeah.
portal type shit.
You know why though? You know why?
Yeah, I
Because
know. And
Mhm.
you know
Go
what
ahead.
else I heard though? I'm sorry. I also hear that they like cutting the your toenails, and that sometimes like you gotta be, they might fucking even chop your toes off. That's what I heard.
Hey,
That's
that's
some
some
of the
gruesome
research that
shit.
I did.
What?
That's what I heard. But and it also, check this one out. I've also heard that they I don't know, they're around mothers that don't have like their husbands around anymore, and they have like newborn babies. And I hear that they try to make deals with the mom for the baby, because they want to eat them or something like that, bro. Like babies,
Okay,
something
okay,
like
okay,
that.
okay. You know what, dude? I'm gonna tell you. I'm okay. Okay, now. Okay, now thank you for saying that. I don't know. That was a natural fucking thing. I'm gonna tell you something. We just did Santa Claus, and I don't know, for people that haven't listened to it, go check out Evil Santa, our last fucking episode on this season. You have to go check it out. It's a fucking banger. We talked about how not Christmas, Santa Claus. The idea of Santa Claus evolved from a trifecta or even other pagan celebrations where children are being sacrificed to a specific god. This is where putting the baby on the lap of Santa comes from. They fucking give it to Moloch, and they sacrifice it to Moloch for fucking for not only for food but also for like wealth. And then you have Saturn, and then you have all these other ones, right?
Hmm.
Sinterklaas from fucking from the Baltics. The point is this: every single creature or myth or legend has to have some type of morbid, dark history with kids. And this is what I don't understand. Um, I didn't even know that they were about to cut off your fucking toes, or that they ate children. What the fuck is up? It's pretty fucking crazy, Tone. I'm fucking, dude. This episode is a random fucking episode, emergency broadcast episode. We wanted to throw this in there in the field for fucking Christmas. Everything is not fear porn, and everything is not dark. We always try to give you the best information, real encounters, and the most fucking the most live experiences that people have, real people, so that you could connect with us. ToneBully, I'm so thankful that you're here today. I want to fucking give you the spotlight. Please let the people know where they can find you, and how they can contact you.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate that too, man. It was an honor. Um, well, I have a YouTube channel. Go check out my YouTube channel, everybody. YouTube, SoundCloud, all that. ToneBully.
All right, all
Search
right.
up ToneBully. You'll find me up.
Mhm.
And yeah, pretty much you can find my music there. My Instagram is at the real ToneBully.
All right, all right.
Um, and yeah, go check me out.
Please make sure to check him out at the Real ToneBully on Instagram. I will have all his fucking his plugs on the description of this podcast. Make sure you check this out, dude. He has
Yeah,
great fucking content, music. He's a song producer, and he could also fucking write you an amazing fucking song with lyrics
my shit
that make
bang.
sense. That's right. Make sure you fucking check him out. Thank you so much, ToneBully. Everybody, you already know what's up. You could find me at Trebles Garcia on all social media platforms, Trebles Garcia. But it's not even about me tonight. It's about ToneBully and Paranoid Radio. Make sure you check out paranoidradio.com, paranoidradio.com. Give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you have an iPhone. Mad love, and thank you all for listening one more time. Boom. Blow your fucking mind.